Welcome to the next edition of Let's Talk Jonesboro. I'm Katie Prescott. This is Amanda Windmeyer. We're with Junior Auxiliary of Jonesboro, and with us today is Bill Campbell, who's going to attempt to interview us on the new provisional project we're working to try to benefit children in foster care in Craighead County. Welcome, Bill.
Thank you, ladies. Man, that saved us untold takes right there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I'm glad you're with us. I'm glad it's October, and I'm glad the Junior Auxiliary is doing all the things that you guys are doing to help Jonesboro. And one of the things you're doing is bags and blankets, and we would want to talk about that here in a little bit. But first, I want you to tell us what the Junior Auxiliary is, because everybody has heard of it, but not everybody knows exactly what goes on with Junior Auxiliary. What do you guys do?
Well, Junior Auxiliary of Jonesboro is part of a nationwide Junior Auxiliary program. It's a charitable entity, and we provide services in education, health, and benefit well-being of children in the area, particularly underprivileged children.
And so if you have done these projects, you take on projects, I guess, how often do you take a new project, Amanda?
We have, as a whole, our Junior Auxiliary has several projects that are ongoing from year to year. There's 6 main ones that we do all around different schools in the area of Jonesboro. Our provisional class, which is our first year in JA, we picked this project, the bags and blankets for boys and girls, as our main project and goal for this year.
Okay. Can you give us some examples of projects that you've accomplished in the past?
Sure, like the ongoing Junior Auxiliary projects are share and wear. So if a school counselor in the area identifies a child that doesn't have a coat or shoes or socks or in any sort of need, we have ladies that will go and purchase those for them, take those to the school, and the counselor can provide those. We have another project called Times Tales, where we go into schools, specifically Micro Society Magnet School, and teach 3rd and 4th graders multiplication facts. We do lots of different projects, a lung dissection. Growing Healthy is that, where we go into the schools and our groups take turns teaching the 6th graders how to dissect lungs and the benefits of smoking, not smoking.
Wow.
We have Literacy and More. We have Kickstart Kindergarten. We have a grand total of 10 charitable service projects in this area that we run year to year.
That's fabulous. And how do you select these projects?
The selection has been done pretty much for quite some time. These have been long-term, ongoing projects. But every year when we're made aware if there's a specific need in the community, we try to look and see if there's somewhere we can add that in, if we have the time and the ability to get out there and really make a difference to help with that need. And so we have a committee that will review those and see if we are able to add that in and help with that.
And one of the things you guys are doing right now, Amanda, is in allegiance, I guess you would say, maybe with the Girl Scouts of America, and it's called Stand By Her Week.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, part of the National Association of Junior Auxiliary, their main philanthropy is Girl Scouts. And so as a local project, and I'm a Girl Scout leader for 3 years, and we have 2nd grade girls. So to get our girls involved and to learn how that you can do small things with great love in our community right here in Jonesboro, we decided to loop in the Craighead County Girl Scouts, and where they will, or they have done and will continue to do a blanket drive for us at their different events and donate those blankets. And as Katie mentioned earlier, we will, our ladies in our class, we have about 20 in our class, will go and speak to those Girl Scout troops as a thank you for donating to us about their different professions. And it's been really great. At our troop last week, we had 3 ladies come and talk about physical therapy, nursing, and then a marketing director. So it has been eye-opening for the girls to give back, and also for us as moms or parents or people in the community to give back to those little girls. So,
Katie, what in society makes it important for us to understand why it's important to stand by our females, our girls?
Oh my goodness, I don't even really know where to start with that one. I like the message behind National Stand Beside Her Week. I had never really heard of it before we started working with this, and we were trying to look for a way, as the Girl Scout troops were helping us to do the blanket drives and things of that nature, that we could give back to them. So we thought about doing, having the speakers go, ladies in different professions, and show these girls that even in male-dominated fields, what maybe they typically wouldn't think of as being something that a girl would do, women are doing that every day. With National Stand Beside Her Week, the desire is to agree, or at least have the idea, that you're going to encourage and motivate girls in your home, in your workplace, in your community. And I use girls loosely. Girls my age, girls older, girls younger, to let them know that they can reach their full potential, and that truly there's nothing that is a girl job or a boy job, and that they can do anything they want to do. And I think that is so important, so incredibly important. Like Amanda, I have a daughter and a son, and I think it is so important in this day and age that they understand when they grow up, they should be paid the same for doing the same work, and that there is nothing my daughter can do that my son can't. There's nothing my son can do that my daughter can't.
And you guys are moms?
Yes.
And are you working moms?
I am.
Well, I work a lot, but I do say it. Yes, I do not get paid currently.
There's a lot of work. Yeah.
Amanda's a professional volunteer.
Yes, professional volunteer. Yes.
And that's very much a job,
Yes,
very
yes.
much work. And Katie, you work at Arkansas State University.
I work for the Arkansas State University system. I'm the Senior Associate General Counsel there. We provide legal services to all of our campuses within the system.
Which is to say you're an attorney.
Which is to say I'm an attorney, yes.
Yes, very good. Because I might need one before the show's over.
Can I add what Katie said?
Yes.
She said we were giving back to the Girl Scouts, but I think those ladies that presented learned a lot themselves too. So as the Stand Beside Her Week, we're giving to the Girl Scouts and teaching the younger girls, but it's also making such an impact on the girls our age and the people that are teaching to those younger girls, and realizing, oh wait, I can make an impact to second graders, to 7 and 8 year old girls. So that was encouraging as well.
As a mostly grown man with sons, and I would hope that they could understand and learn from that too, because there is a lot to be understood and appreciated. And I think that we take for granted in the U.S. sometimes that we think, well, women are equal, and a lot of men will come right out and say women are superior, in a lot of ways. But I think I read a statistic recently that said at our current rate, women and girls in leadership roles will only be equal to men by 2085 at the current rate of progress. So nothing proves more than that we need progress, need something to be done. Well, another one of your programs is Bags and Blankets for Boys and Girls. It's the Auxiliary Provisional Class of 2016. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Amanda?
Yes, we met as a class, and when we first started talking about this project and did some brainstorming, and decided that the Division of Children and Family Services had a need here in Jonesboro for the foster care system for children to have a bag when they are taken out of a home. Oftentimes they're given like a trash bag, and that kind of shocked most of us that were not aware of that. I did not know that about the foster system, and so we decided to be encouraged about that, to figure out how we could help these kids have something of their own when that DFS person came in and took them out of that home. So that came the bag, that we would provide a bag, and then a blanket, so something personal that they could keep from theirs to move from home to home when they unfortunately have to move.
One of the things we talked about was, you have children who, for them, it's an ordinary day, and whatever that life may be, it's an ordinary day in their life. And more often than not, when you have a child that's taken into foster care, they don't know it's coming. They come home, or a DCFS worker shows up at school, whatever it may be, and suddenly they're not going home. And that's such a traumatic event for a child, because all they want is their parents. They want to go home. So to try to provide them something that would be some kind of way to maintain their dignity and let them know that they're still of value, they're still of worth when they're being removed from their home and placed somewhere else, somewhere that they don't know, living with strangers, wherever that may be. And it may be one placement, it may be multiple placements, but having something that is theirs, that belongs to them, that they carry like any other child who's going to stay the night with a friend. Having that blanket so they have a comfort item that is theirs, that they can have with them wherever it is they may go, was just something that really spoke to a lot of us.
That should speak to all of us, because we can all relate to the fear of losing mom and dad, especially as a kid, and I think that's such an incredible program. Do you have any idea of the numbers of kids that these are served by these programs?
Currently in foster care? No, and we had looked at it, but the issue with trying to calculate a specific number is you have kids that are within the supervision of DCFS. They may be in Finn's case, which is just a family in need of services, where they're still at home, but DCFS is providing services and oversight, any type of programs that they may need. You have children who are actually in foster care, who are placed with a foster home, people that they may not know. You have children who are in family placements that maybe mom and dad are having problems, but grandma and grandpa can take them in. And so all of that falls within the realm of DCFS. So trying to pinpoint those specifically and have a number on it. When we contacted DCFS, they weren't really able to do that, to pull out that classification.
Are there ways that people can contribute?
Absolutely. One of the things that we're doing that Amanda had talked about is we're trying to work with different charitable entities within the community. We really wanted to get community buy-in and involvement, so we brought in Girl Scouts to help us and to help them. The Food Bank of Northeast Arkansas has worked with us in helping us to purchase the bags that Amanda has here that we're going to provide to DCFS. And part of the reason in doing that not only was to get that involvement, but in hopes that perhaps when our provisional project is done, people will be aware that this need is still out there and continue to contribute. You know, take the bags, take the blankets to DCFS. They're happy to get them. They'll be happy to distribute them to the kids.
And another item that we had such great success with getting the bags, like Katie had said, through the food bank, and getting blankets donated by St. Bernard's, donated 100 blankets to us, which was very gracious. Our goal was 120, and we well surpassed that goal of providing 100 bags to DCFS. And
show us the bags.
Okay. In addition, we try to get a kind of generic bag for a boy or girl, and then we do have a few, pink, but mostly we try to get a generic boy or girl. But in the bag, we also, Katie touched on, there's a blanket donated. And there is also, we have had such gracious donations from all of the local dentists in the area. Each bag will also have a toothbrush, 3 tubes of toothpaste, dental floss, and soap. So each child will have this, and that can go with them from place to place. And they'll have some personal items, and they can hopefully add a few of their own items into this bag.
We've also had several members of the community who've been very gracious to donate money, because we were able to, we had a small budget to do this with. We did the blanket drives with the Girl Scouts to try to help offset some of that cost, because we knew we were going to have to purchase the backpacks. We've had people in the community, like Amanda said, lots of dentists, too many for me to even try to remember everyone now, who've donated toothbrushes, toothpaste, whatever that may be. We've had people who've donated soap and shampoos. We've had people who have donated St. Bernard's with all of the blankets, which we're incredibly grateful for. But with the bags, once we had purchased a certain amount, we had to go somewhere else. And so if anyone wants to donate more bags, we're certainly happy to take those as well. But we have been very, very lucky to have people who have donated the money so that we could continue to purchase the bags, so that we can get as many of these finished products as possible to present to DCFS.
Well, tell us an address and a phone number where they can donate, how we can give.
I'll give my email address, I guess. It's katie.prescott.ja@gmail.com. Sorry. But if you want to email me there, again, Katie with an IE, .prescott .ja.
PRESCOTT?
That's correct.
.ja.
Okay.
.ja.
We will show it.
At Gmail.
All
At
right.
gmail.com.
Or they can just message the main JA
Facebook page.
JA on Facebook.
There is a PO
Okay.
box number on there as well
Very good.
that they can mail in donations.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Well, ladies, thank you so much for being here and helping me introduce you, or introducing me. You guys have been very helpful, and I appreciate what you do, and the city appreciates what you do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.